actually here on GT6 Light Tonight Adventure. God, I'm never going to remember. For Mining and Music Tonight. And change out my net. You're echoing.
Am I?
Yes, you're echoing.
Okay. Is it the scratchy stuff or?
No, it's me.
Oh.
It's hard talking when I can hear myself right after myself.
Oh. Okay, is that better?
You know how hard it is to talk when there's some rambling guy repeating everything you're saying right behind you?
Yes, it's quite annoying.
Fucking annoying. I don't know how any of you guys get anything ever out of your mouth. Yes, it's better now. Where the hell is it?
I just turned my volumes down.
Okay. Thank you. And as you can tell, we have Net with us, which, we'll be going to bed soon because, them old guys, they need their sleep.
Yeah.
And
unlike some old guys that can't sleep.
Zycor, yeah, unlike us old guys that can't sleep. And Zycor is over there fucking off somewhere doing who knows what.
I was playing some 113.
It sure as fuck isn't on here on the server that, he's kind of helping to pay for and, hasn't done shit on. Kind of what he should be doing. But,
I also have a 3-bedroom house that I'm trying to fit into a 1-bedroom apartment.
Just stuff it in. It's all good.
You should see the place. There's stuff everywhere. I just try to put, I have a toolbox. Try to put the toolbox in the cupboard where my girlfriend said that's where the toolbox is going. Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, see, y'all don't need anywhere to sleep. Just pile it all in the rooms, and you're good to go. Sleep on the couch. It's more snuggly. Am I seriously out here without any armor on?
Probably.
Why did I choose to not wear any armor?
Because you're mining. Why do you need stuff to mine?
Because things keep coming down. Because Iridium is, Oh, this Iridium vein is right in a ravine.
Oh, it's in a cave system?
It's in a ravine.
Oh, then you should be wearing some armor, Bear.
Yeah, I probably ought to think about that. Also probably ought to think about emptying out my damn inventory, because it's kind of dumb to go mining with an inventory full of shit.
Yes, it is.
But, hey, look who we're talking about here.
Yes, we are.
Not always the brightest guy on the fucking block.
Nope. No, he's not. Wait, am I agreeing with you too much?
No, if I was actually, wrong, I would say so. But we're pretty spot on right now. It's okay.
So what do you think of the redesign, Bear?
I still want to know if you're going to have like a little hunchback dude in there so you can go, bitches, hit the switches. Yeah.
Oh, I've already put you and Crazy and Shadow to work.
You can put Andy in there.
I don't have anything for Andy to do. I'd have to kick Shadow out to put Andy in.
Could always add that mod that adds actual people bot things. You ever see the one I did where I put Greg in and made him sift my what was it I made him do? Wash my ores.
Oh.
Before he made the sluice. I got so tired of bugging him to add a freaking ore washer. And then he finally said, look, I'm not adding an ore washer. So he added a sluice instead of an ore washer. Jackass. And
it's
so,
an ore washer.
Yeah. So I said, fine. You ain't gonna add one? I'm putting your ass to work. And I don't think he believed I was going to. And I added a mod. I can't remember the name of the damn thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I paid him with raisins.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Give him raisins. He washes my oars for me. Nice guy.
Uh,
I had all kinds of fun back then giving Greg shit about adding an oar washer. I also put him in a jail cell in a corner. You know how I added the plates that you can chisel and you can get his face on a plate?
yeah.
I put one on a pipe, made an IC2 oar washer, put them both inside iron bars in a corner. Told them I wasn't letting either of them out until they learned to play nicely together.
Yeah, I remember that from your Let's Plays.
Yeah, it was on Stylecraft. Yeah, I loved having fun with him back then. I think I'm going to have to do the same thing with a blast furnace soon.
Hey Greg, here's a blast furnace. It's not used for making steel though.
You wait until freaking Vanilla comes out with their blast furnace and actually gets it to do something. Oh, I'm going to make a whole video just giving Greg shit about it. Right now, it's a decoration block. It has no UI or nothing.
Hey Greg, at least Minecraft has a block called a blast furnace.
Oh, I gave him all kinds of shit when I seen that. I was like, are you seriously telling me that Mojang is going to have a blast furnace before GT6? How the fuck is this possible? But at least I have to say, hopefully we're getting the RU turbines this week. I really hope so. Because he asked me during the weekly update if there was anything gear related I could think of that we were missing. And I was like, well, the only thing I can think of is gas engine, an RU engine that burns fuel. And he's like, oh yeah, we are missing one of them, aren't we? Like, yes, we are. And then he just said, okay, like the troll he is. Not, okay, I'll add that this week, or, you know, oh no, that's coming later, just, okay.
It's kind of like when he told me to go and use Fortune to go through and on the meteorite, get a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, just use a Fortune material on there, or whatever, and get extra meteorites that way when you pick them up. I said, yeah, but this is GT6 only. You don't have any materials with Fortune on them. They're all other mods that add that.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, oh. And that's all he said.
Mm-hmm. He's such a troll at times.
Yeah, like his lack of a bee suit.
Yeah.
Or no way to get the magical bee or the ambrosia.
Mm-hmm.
He has it in there, but there's no way to get it without other mods.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know. I keep asking him when we're going to get a bee suit. I'm not expecting him to answer that anytime soon.
Somewhere between hell no and never. Because he has to model and he doesn't like doing modeling. But, you know, I don't want to see Greg model either. I don't think he'd look good in a bathing suit or a short skirt. Yeah. Just doesn't sound like something that would be appealing to me.
Electrum and terracotta.
That sounds like a weird alloy.
Oh, there's some terracotta. I need to make some more of those IE blocks.
Oh, the cloche things?
Not the cloches. The the redstone signal block.
Bad thing is, I don't know if I'm going to actually find any iridium ore in here. And if I do, I probably can't mine.
Oh, because too high a level?
I do believe iridium is level 4.
Don't you have an MV drill?
Not on GT6 Adventure, I don't.
Oh.
We don't even have electricity yet. We're still in basic steam age. I've been lazy this summer. Who am I kidding? I'm always lazy. But, you know.
Yeah.
I've been lazier. It's been hot.
Okay, I'll grant you that. Okay.
And now it's just wet. Is it raining down there all the frickin' time?
Yeah.
Frickin' sucks.
Okay, aluminum. I don't have any. Oh, I do have aluminum.
I'm hoping I can find a small iridium, but not going to
What
hold my
about
breath.
IT&T?
I could do that as well. I'm going to see if I can find the damn thing first.
Do you have Buildcraft in there?
Yes, I also have Buildcraft. I could use a miner too.
Yep, you could do the Cheaty McGee stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how I got diamonds on the GT5 pack a long time ago.
But honestly, I would use IT&T first because the miner takes iron and, well, I ain't making any unless I have to. Since Greg took away all our cheaty iron, finally. Took him forever to do it, but he finally did it. Hey, Woodlands. I am fine. How are you? I forgot to turn my damn sluice on, speaking of. I need to wash that graphite so I can make some steel. This mining and music is probably going to be more mining and rambling because, you know, I got these two here. So there's probably not going to be a whole lot of music. I can turn it on a little low. I mean, you can't really hear me. I'm hitting in the yellow. You're on Discord.
Yeah, but I had you on stream as well, and you were fine on stream.
Oh, okay. I turned it up just a little bit. Right there, I'll turn some music on in the background. It's lower than our voices, or should be. It's not like anybody wants to hear Zyko or Ned anyways.
Nope. Probably not.
Yeah, not me.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, oh, oh.
Did you find something you weren't looking for?
Yes, I did. I found a piece of iridium. And while you lies, damn it, Greg. Goes, but while you apparently is looking at the stone level, not by the actual mining level of the ore. Because it says it is harvestable with a level 3 pick. But you beat on it, and guess what it does?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Just sits there and laughs at you. Look at this pathetic human trying to pick me up with that pick. Yeah, fuck off. Oh, seriously, I found 2. Ho ho. I thought I was gonna have to go through the frickin' Aquaregia route to get my damn Iridium for my circuits. I want to get circuits started, so I need a damn Iridium crucible.
Ugh.
Yeah, you know how much fun that is.
Yep. So now I just need to go make myself some red alloy wire.
Let's see. Sperry light. Does that give you Iridium if we process it? Oh yeah, thanks. Potassium sulfite with spherolite will give you copper. Ooh. Mercury gives you platinum, as you would expect. Nope, there's no chance of getting it out of there. Damn it. Sheldonite should give you Iridium if I centrifuge it. Yep, Iridium. Oh, I actually get Iridium when I wash Sperolite. So I may not even need those Iridium ores. I can just wash my Sheldonite. Because it's not like I can bathe this shit in anything that great. You know, I can bathe it in potassium persulfite to get nickel. Woohoo. And if I get mercury, I can get Sheldonite, which is a shit platinum anyways. So I might as well just wash it. That way I have a chance of getting Iridium out of it. Iridium, palladium, and nickel. Who really cares about the nickel? Or the palladium personally. And then I do believe I can centrifuge that as well. I actually want to save that for Aquaregia for the Platinum Group Sludge. But I should be able to centrifuge it. Yep, and I have a tiny chance of getting a tiny, or I will definitely get a tiny refined Iridium out of each one. So, yeah, maybe I can just get a bunch of the Sheldonite together and wash it and I'll be good. Hey DVP. So this might be more processing in music than it is mining in music.
That's not really mining in music either. It's more processing and rambling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the whole fucking stream name. Hey, I started off with mining and music, so fuck it, it works, right? I was watching this dude stream a little bit ago before we started playing on the Fear of the Night server, and he said that if I knew somebody that liked, if I liked puns, he knew a streamer that was really good with them, and I was like, well, I happen to know a streamer that's really good at puns as well, but you gotta watch out for the dirty jokes that randomly pop in every now and then. And I said, and then I said myself, and he goes, oh, well, you know. And he said something about, you know, every good streamer would recommend himself, and I was like, no, don't go that far. I never said I would recommend me. I will offend everyone. At some point in time, just give me time. And Pyromancer goes, you only offend me with your spelling. I said, yes, but I offend you. I didn't say how. Just that I would in one way or another. Gonna be playing Skyrim. Don't say that. You're gonna get Net playing it, and I'm never gonna get him back into Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I
Damn
need to
it.
get that going again.
Don't say that word. around net. We lose him for months when he plays that game. It's bad enough we can't get him to the end on Fear of the Night. Have you even been on Fear of the Night in like a month?
No, actually I haven't.
I didn't think so. And I didn't bring any sticks. What kind of dumbass? Oh, wait a minute. I know the answer to that question.
You said it.
I know what kind of dumbass. Saying Skyrim around net is like saying cookies around Junior. It's a bad idea for everybody involved and no work will get done.
Didn't realize these redstone wires were so red.
It is red stone.
Yeah. But I went through and hooked up all the wires on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really bright.
I will have to say that streamer that I was watching, I really need to get them and Andy together. I think they would get along pretty well. Because his name is Crystal.
Okay. So there you go, Bear. There's my on-off connected.
Yeah, let me go look. Hmm. Did you just put that in Fear of the Night? No, okay. I seen
No,
Econ
it's just
post
Econ
something in
posted.
there, so he never posts anything in our chat. So it kind of confused me there for a second.
Okay, now why isn't that working?
Because you hooked it up?
Oh, don't tell me these things actually take direct redstone.
Are you talking the closest?
No, the redstone wire connectors.
Yes, they take... Well, wait a minute. Redstone wire connectors, there's actual redstone cables that work with them.
Yeah. I know that, but I mean, you know how like a lot of redstone stuff, you can put it behind a block and it energizes the block behind it?
Yeah, this probably takes full power.
Yeah. Because I turned it on and it doesn't do anything. Crap.
You just have to add a redstone behind it. Can't you do a redstone torch thing? Just invert the redstone coming through the block to a torch and put the connector right on the fucking torch. Can you do that? Because I think them connectors will connect to just about anything.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
I could probably put it right on the side of your head. Redstone powered net, that would be cool. By the way, when you get to frickin' 113, you're gonna love the frickin' changes they've made. We made a water elevator for items because items now float in water.
Uh-huh.
So we got a
So no more-
redstone.
You can't do the hopper thing anymore to collect
you
stuff.
can, but you can use, water. We got a dropper downstairs in the mine. It's hooked up with one of those redstone clocks that if there's a detector in the dropper, or if there's an item in the dropper, it detects it, sends out a redstone signal, and pulses it. And then if it doesn't have one anymore, it stops. So it basically drops it into the water, and then the water takes it up to the treehouse, and that flows it into a hopper, and the hopper goes into 2 dispensers, one dispenser on top of another, that goes into a chest. So completely hands-free. All I gotta do is go drop the stuff in to the chest in the mines, and they get all the goodies upstairs. We're gonna have to get you on there though to redstone up our other thing I want to make. I want to make a sorting system. That's gonna take some advanced redstone. That's gonna be a little bit outside of my redstone knowledge. Yeah, I got 3, I think 4 iridium ores sitting here. Probably be stuck in Tale of Two Wastelands for months. Oh hey, I fell into a freaking hole of bedrock. Tale of Two Wastelands for months, if not years, once 3.0 comes out. Yeah, make sure you give me a link when it comes out, because I've never played with Tales of Two Wastelands. Or, yeah, Tale of Two Wastelands. I actually wanted to do a stream at one point where we used Tale of Two Wastelands, and Junior played in 3 and I played in New Vegas, and we kind of gave shit back and forth to each other. If that's possible. I know you can't do multiplayer, but if we both played as the same character, it should be possible.
Output channel, like.
I just wish they had an actual multiplayer or a decent multiplayer mod for New Vegas so me and Junior could play it together. We've played it separate so many times, I'd love to play it with him.
I wonder if I've just got these backwards.
Probably. Possibly. I have no idea.
Dang it, I think I do. Yep, I had them backwards. So now that I've got that figured out, let's see if it actually goes across. Does go through the block. It will take low power redstone. I just had all the freaking connectors wrong. I needed to flip my inputs and outputs.
Nice job.
Yeah, I forgot it was going into the network and out of the network. Rather than into the machine and from the switch. So you put the output on the cloche and the input is on the switch.
Yeah, a Tale of Two Wastelands with multiplayer, that would be fucking awesome. I think Tale of Two Wastelands with 3 and 4 would be awesome as well. But that's, you know, because the two are so close together. To me, it would make a lot more sense to go from New York to, or Washington, D.C. to Boston, rather than Washington, D.C. to California, Arizona. And seeing how apparently we have to use Prime in 4, which I still cannot believe they're doing that. I guess it would make more sense, you know, that it's in both of them together. I just can't believe they're going back to, we're going to use a big ass robot to kill off our foes. But I guess there is a way of doing the end of the game without Prime, because you don't have to use Brotherhood. Oh, what is? I've always liked Brotherhood.
Nice.
The idea of them kind of fits my way of thinking that, you know, mankind is idiots. And they make technology that they don't need to be making and release it on the world. And then
Oh, it's a great idea.
Other idiots get a hold of it and destroy the fucking world. So their idea of wanting to collect this technology to keep it from destroying the fucking world makes a lot of sense to me. I think Greg came out here and mined some of this, because I don't remember actually seeing a Iridium ore before. And there's down here at Bedrock, there's a bunch broke out, where the only thing sitting there is the Iridium ores that we can't mine yet. So I think Greg snuck out here one day and actually mined some of this. That Greg guy can be sneaky at times.
So I've got my switches working. Everything's functional and pretty.
How'd you get caught in a cart and die? I thought you were playing Skyrim. They got carts in Skyrim?
Yes. The physics in Skyrim is rather messed up. So, like, if you're walking along and say there's an object on the ground and you're in a small cave or tunnel, you can kick it and it will bounce off the walls and back at you and damage you. So, occasionally, like, he could have gotten...
He said it's a horse cart.
Where a horse cart will actually bounce off of something and back at him real quick and just, like, zap you and you're dead. Because it hits you like 100 times.
Jump on top of it and instantly died.
Yep. There's Skyrim physics for the win. Or for the death, rather.
Oh, and I seen something. They had a trailer for Fallout 76. and I seen something in there. I told Junior he could kiss my ass. A flying Deathclaw. I don't think I want to meet that. The Alpha Deathclaw, the Deathclaw Mother, the Deathclaw that's in the Witchcraft Museum in 4. Yeah, that was enough. I don't need to see one that's got fucking wings and looks like a dragon. That's just kind of a, yeah, go fuck yourself moment.
Mm.
I don't know what it is with Deathclaws, but it scared me the first time I met one, and they pretty much do it. And it takes a lot in a game to scare me. Those things are just so fucking ugly and evil looking.
Mm.
And kick the shit out of you. They are not nice. They are not friendly.
I remember the years ago I got my wife the Star Trek Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
She liked the show. But it's basically it's on the Unreal Engine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically, it was Unreal,
Mm-hmm.
but with Star Trek characters. She was playing it, and she came around the corner and ran into a Borg. She's like, "Nope, you're doing this."
Nope, here you go.
Yep. That was the end of that game. She made it like barely into the first level.
Can't remember what game it was, but I played a game that was, it had something similar to that, and somebody just threw their controller at me. Didn't pause, just threw it at me. Nope, here you go. I can't remember if it was my mom or my ex that did it, but one of the two of them. It's like, well, holy shit. Let me get a hold of the damn controller before you get me murdered. Let me do this for you.
I was like, it's like all the characters, like, no, not doing it.
Flying Deathclaw would be fun. And people call me a fucking sadist. Flying Deathclaw would not be fun. Hey, didn't you hear bitches get stitches? Fuck out of here. Alright, let's head home and get some processing done. You, my friend, would be a creeper. Just in case you were, unclear of your existence. That is what you are.
Oh, I'm going to take off. It's bedtime.
Have a good night, man.
You too.
Bunnies. Oh yeah, beating one of them has got to be a pain in the ass. And it's not like you can, cheese them like you could the one on the Deathclaw Mother in the quarry. You can pretty easily cheese that thing just by going up on top of the mining stuff. The mining equipment. Where in the fuck am I going? Yeah, I need to go over there. Why am I anywhere near over here? I don't even know whose place this is. Apparently this is E99's place. I should have known. Look at all the crap with no building. Because E99 don't know what a building is. He's got all this shit. Why in the hell is he moving to my place? Look at all these machines sitting out here. No roof. Look at this motherfucker. Dude, they're called buildings. They're called roofs. What the fuck? He is so lucky Greg doesn't have freaking rain blow up machines on right now. And I don't dare show Greg because he'd turn it on just to blow all this shit up. Because he knows I don't mess with configs, I leave them on default. Excuse me, big boy. Coming through. Apparently, I am starving. I guess that means I should probably eat something. I guess now net is out of here. Turn up the tunes a bit. Fucking hell, get up the damn cliff. What the hell's place is this? They didn't even claim their place. So it doesn't tell me whose place it is. Alright, let me take a screenshot. There we go. I'll ask him later who the hell it is. Hello, Levi. Ooh, there's a black horse here. Not an all black horse. It's got white socks, but still a black horse. I ought to befriend you and make you mine. Don't you hate it when you take the bucket out from under the thing you were trying to grab? Take the bucket out from under the thing you were trying to grab. It's got to be a Skyrim thing, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Alright, so let's go in here and get some processing started and see if we have enough spare light to get enough iridium to make an iridium crucible. Oh wait a minute, it's not spare light I need, it's sheldonite, isn't it? Oops, wrong one. Alright, so I got 43 of them. That'll give me 86 ores. That should be a decent amount. The bucket of cabbage, tried to grab the cabbage, grabbed the bucket, and the cabbage went everywhere. Oh, that's just too funny, dude. You didn't want that, did you? No. You obviously were trying to grab the bucket. You didn't want the actual stuff in it. Hold on a minute, dude. I'll see if I can translate what you're saying here into what you're trying to get to. I guess translate's not the right word because it is in English. It's just, I'm guessing you're translating it into English. Makes it a little hard for me to understand. 44 kilogram icon, its mass limit. Where are you seeing this mass limit of 44 kilogram? And if it's something that has a real world weight, yes, that would be Greg adding it. I don't know too many other people that are that sadistic. Probably not the right word for it, but it works for me. Alright, I've got a little bit in there, but not a whole lot. So I'll wait and let that run. You know, I have all of these stones that are coming out of there. I could, and that would need a filter though. Can't make a filter at the moment. Alright, so I got the sluice on, I got the crusher on. I'm going to let them two run. That'll wash the graphite that I need. And I'm going to take this out so the sheldonite can come in behind it. And while it's doing its thing, I'm going to go and get some coal, because we're kind of low on that. Hold on, let me look at something here. Okay. Black granite out of here and go put it away. Yeah, I guess Reka is that sadistic as well. working on a real lathe, yeah. Wouldn't put it past him, but from what I've talked to him about things like that, as much as we may disagree, Greg does not feel that he adds grind to the game. Greg feels that he adds realistic processing and things to the game to make the game feel more realistic in the way, not really trying to make the game realistic, but more so the recipes make sense. That's why he has a saw to cut up wood instead of just getting, you know, the best you can get out of it by handcrafting it. And things like that. So from that standpoint, I don't think he would add something that would be that grindy, because, well, I've worked on a lathe before, and they are quite tedious to operate. I've used both a wood and metal lathe many times. I'm much better with a metal lathe than I am a wood lathe. But I am much better with working with metal than I am wood, period. Metal is much more forgiving in that, you know, if you make a little bitty mistake, it takes a lot to make that little mistake. Where wood, being as soft as it is, one little bitty mistake is really easy to make. And metal, you know, depending on what you're doing, you know, there's actually options for fixing up too bad of a fuck up, you know. You could always, you know, weld a little spot back in or melt the shit down and recast it depending on what it is you're doing and start over, where there's not a whole lot you can do with wood other than, you know, like wood glue. That's about your only option with it. I really need to get my sword out instead of using this club on creepers. They are too much of a pain in the ass with the club. You sneaky little son of a bitch. I just about stepped on that asshole. GT6 really isn't grindy. you are almost always doing something. The only thing is crucibles. Yeah, most people have a problem with the crucible, but if you automate it, and you don't do it like I do, because honestly, I don't do it the right way. You know, you honestly should be setting up a way to automate your crucible ASAP, at least using it for using an automatic shutoff so it doesn't ever worry about exploding, using, you know, the smallest fuel sources possible until you can get to liquid. So it can be shut off, you know, when you're doing a big batch of something. You know, it should be set to auto pour so you don't have to watch it. And then the crucible really isn't that bad. You know, the very beginning is meant to be a bit of a pain in the butt, but after that you should be, you know, pretty much into automating the thing, and then it's not as bad. I actually like the crucible mechanics, and I like to show people that it is possible to use the thing and not blow it up, so I don't usually automate them. Hell, Junior used to run 3 of them at a time. That kid is pretty damn good on a freaking crucible. And honestly, you should be working to get tungsten processing going pretty soon. Level up your crucible and make smelters. And then you don't ever have to worry about the crucible again. You run a smelter into a mixer and you can make any alloy you want. Other than, you know, steel. Steel's about the only thing that has to be done in a crucible at the moment. In fact, I am studying for a metal scientist, and I understand how much in Greg everything is unrealistic with steel. Yeah, well, I can't disagree with that. I have tried to explain to Greg some of the steel things. You know, first off, the fact that there's just one steel, and I have read where you can use graphite to make steel, and that you can make steel in a crucible. But if I remember correctly, crucible steel is one of the lower quality steels. And you would know better than I do. But like, you got high carbon, low carbon, and like a medium carbon steel. And depending on which one you have, depends on its brittleness and its hardness, basically. Like, one will be super hard, but it'll be brittle as shit. So as soon as you hit its durability, which is hard to get to, it shatters like glass almost. Which I think is high carbon steel. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I messed with in-world metallurgy. That would have been back around high school days. And then you have your more or less durable, more pliable. It'll bend, but usually not break. Steel. And then you have the middle one. which is like the best of both worlds. Pretty durable, hard to break, but also, you know, can bend without breaking. And I think one of the best ways of making steel would be the Bessemer process, which is basically a blast steel where you're blasting most of the carbon out of it to make low carbon steel. Again, not positive that I'm right, but I think. I am no expert. By far. And I forgot all my damn crates back at the house. Cannot believe I didn't even bring one crate. Good thing I'm not too far from the base. And by the way, welcome Levi. If you're interested in sharing any of your metal science knowledge with us and hoping that it will get to Greg to help make the game better, in the Discord, in the description is a link to our Bears Den GT Help Discord, where we answer questions, discuss things all about GregTech, no matter what GregTech it is, Minecraft itself, and other games that we play here on the channel. And in case you don't know, I work with Greg here on the server and testing things for him, so I can always try to make suggestions, or you can go to his IRL channel, or IRC channel, excuse me, and suggest things to him directly if you would like. And I can give you the link to that as well. Oh yes, the quenching and tempering thing. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. I'm old. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, fucker. I'm allowed to make mistakes. Thank God I'm allowed to make mistakes, because I make a lot of them. Really, I don't ever disconnect from it. Well, I also cheat it. You know, I got a Discord bridge to the IRC, so I don't go into the actual IRC much anymore because I always forget to turn the damn thing on. I've got a Discord bridge. I don't think I ever turned the damn sluice on. No, I sure shit didn't. And as far as the quenching and stuff, I don't see where Greg would add that to GT6, because that would truly be a headache. For most people, when you're looking at a game, you really have to try to walk that thin line of balance and realistic. You know, if you go too cheesy, people won't like it to make the gameplay better. But in the same time, if you go ultra realistic and you make things, you know, too difficult, too grindy, too time consuming, people won't like that either. So you really got to hit that fine line of what is going to be considered grindy and what's going to be considered fun to play, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, no shit. When you have to use the web client, if you're out of internet for half a second, boom, disconnected. Yeah. Well, luckily I don't have that problem. We got some pretty decent internet. We usually don't lose internet at all. And when we do lose internet, it is for a pretty good little bit. It's, you know, a full-on outage, not just a quick service interruption. Well, hello, Lightning. Just climb right on up here and, you know, pause my game. It's okay. I don't mind. Hi, Travel. Which hardware to use? What hardware are you talking about exactly? I'm not quite sure what you're asking for. Oh, what hardware do I use? Well, because I stream, my hardware is a bit beefier than what other people need. I got a 1060 GTX video card, a 6300 AMD processor, 6-core AMD, and I don't even remember how much RAM I got. I got a bunch. I think I have 32. I do believe I have 32 gig of DDR RAM. DDR3 RAM, actually. I haven't upgraded to the new Ryzen system yet, so I don't have DDR4. Times are a bit tough around here at the moment, so we don't have a couple grand laying around to throw into, new hardware. How's it going, Jaden? Did I really break another damn pick? Damn. Yeah, I want to get a Ryzen 5 for my next processor. I pretty much have what I want picked out, but just a matter of getting the money together. But unfortunately, IRL shit comes first. You can use TNT, but TNT is wasteful. There's actually Greg's mining dynamite, which is lossless, but takes a bit of processing to set up. You can also use ITNT from IC2 Classic or IC2 Experimental. In this pack we use Classic. And I think you can still make the IC2 dynamite. This is weapons grade dynamite here. This is Greg's dynamite, which is a piece of string and a piece of dynamite dust. Dynamite dust is made in a mixer with glycerol and wood pulp, a small piece of wood pulp. And then to make the glycerol, you just mix glycol, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid together to get the glycerol. Let's see. And there's the dynamite from IC2 Classic, which is industrial TNT and string, gives you 8 of them. And then industrial TNT is TNT with sodium sulfite in a mixer, and that gives you a piece of industrial TNT. And there's also the sticky TNT. I personally will be using a turtle soon for mining up my coal, but I gotta get circuits ready for that. Don't start telling me I make you horny, baby. We don't need to be hearing all that now. Do I make you randy? I want to really go Ryzen 7 when I upgrade. would cost like $300 for a 1700, and an X370 Movo, and 16 gigabytes of 3200 DDR4. So really worth it once I get the money. Where in the fuck did you find a way of getting a Ryzen 7, 16 gigs of RAM, and a motherboard for $300? You need to get your ass on frickin' Discord and send me the link of where you found that, because at least last time I looked, which it has been a couple months since I looked, I was looking at like $800 for what I was looking for. If you like watching people mine blocks, you need to come to the other mining and music when I'm actually using my drill on Fear the Night. And you can see some blocks seriously get mined. This is quite slow compared to that. $394. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Although I really don't want the lower grade RAM. I want good RAM. And I don't remember what the DDR4 is. Alright, thanks, man. I'll look at it when I get done streaming. Well, when I get done with this stream, because after this stream, we go do Kerbal. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, was you were talking 2400, not 3200. And see, I'd want the 3200. Because that's the faster RAM.
And today we're going to the Mun.
Actually, I think today, I forgot, I got a bunch of space plane shit to do.
No more planes.
I know, they're boring as fuck, ain't they?
It's just the physics for planes and the game is just so stupid.
It is. I can't disagree with that at all. We might take out the big ass flying triangle that dude built and sent me. Might take it out for a try, because it's got the wheels that I just unlocked on it. And see if it can actually do what he says it can do. As he says it can get up to 1900 for that one mission that I had to use a rocket for. So I want to test that out and see if it can actually do it. Supposedly it's not a sustained, which is what I was actually arguing with that other dude about, that I want a plane that's actually a sustained flight at 1900, not a, you know, climb and dive type plane. Not a very good mother and memory. I advise Tai Chi and any memory with Samsung chips. You can overclock memory. I have never tried to overclock shit. because I don't have the money to replace it if I fucking break it. Actually, I take that back. I have overclocked my video card once, but that was it. I'm a pretty poor sumbitch, so don't want to overclock something that I'm gonna have to, you know, replace if I burn it up or something like that. And I thought I brought 2 fucking crates with me. Am I completely blind? Completely retarded? Or did I place them down out here? Okay, that's what I did with them. Yeah, if it's an MSI motherboard, I'd go with that. That's what I always use. MSI or Gigabyte. I think I have Gigabyte in this one. Although this one's giving me a bit of issues now. I don't know what the fuck the problem is with it, but my SATA controller keeps fucking up, and my hard drive keeps getting disconnected. And it's definitely not the hard drive, because it happens with 2 different hard drives. And they work perfectly fine for quite a while. And then all of a sudden they just go, nope, disconnected. And I gotta shut the computer down, pull a cord out, put the cord back in, and then everything works perfectly fine again. But if I don't pull the cord out, it'll never reconnect. I don't know what the fuck it is. My computer is... I got it right before I started this channel, so around 3.5 years. Yeah, I've honestly never had any issues with MS things, personally. Can't say that for a few other things, but MSI's been pretty good. Yeah, I've never had shit like this happen with another motherboard. I don't know what the fuck it is. And you want to talk about, you know, older computers, you should see Junior's fucking Frankenstein computer. He was talking earlier about how he doesn't have an on-off switch. He just has the 2 wires he connects together to reboot. He's got a 2016-ish computer in a 1998 case. He's got my old case that he played with for a long time. And then we finally got the money to upgrade his computer after we got this new computer that I use for streaming. And he didn't want to get a brand new computer. He wanted to get parts and build his computer, so we just used the same case. He got all new parts for the inside because he was using my old Athlon processor. I've never used Asus or AROC actually. MSI and Gigabyte I have. Never really had a problem with them. Yep, never touched BioStar either. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I probably ought to go back and check on that sluice. The box might be getting full by now. I really should hook it up to a couple of them since there's so much crap that comes out of them. Since I don't have a filter set up to filter everything off into where I need it to go. But, you know, I also don't have everywhere that I need for it to go yet. Hopefully this week I can get a roaster set up and an electrolyzer. The electrolyzer is going to run off of my creosote. And that'll make the oxygen for me. For my roaster. I won't use fucking Intel processors. I won't fucking trust them. I won't touch them. Too fucking expensive. Compared to AMD, too fucking expensive. And, you know, the bullshit that they just went through with fact that there was a hardware backdoor that let people freaking hack into your computer, you know, that's supposedly been around for quite a while now. Kind of, you know, why would you pay that much for something that isn't, you know, good? And AMD works, you know, just as well as far as I'm concerned, for less money and much easier to overclock and shit. If you know, as far as I know, AMD is way easier to overclock than Intel shit. You know, again, I'm not into doing that shit myself, but I like that the option's there if I ever wanted to. And I may actually do that when I upgrade this computer. I may take this processor and play around with overclocking it a bit, because what I want to do is get a cheaper video card and see if I can find like a cheap computer, like an old junky one that's around the same age, that has a power supply and the case there, and maybe a shit video card, because for the video output part I really don't need that good of a video card. The only thing I really need the video card for is the actual rendering of the game. So what I'm hoping to do is use one computer for the actual streaming software and the other one for the game. That way I can run the two separate, and then I'll have less lag on my games because I'll have less running. Why did that look like there was water coming in here? Oh. That's all I use for video cards is NVIDIA. I've had a Ryzen one, or a Raiden. I didn't like it. I didn't feel the money I put into it was worth what I got, because what I got wasn't better than what I already had. What I already had worked a hell of a lot better. Look at that Iridium. Makes me horny. That is 48 Iridium sitting right there in my pocket, which I do not believe is going to be enough for what I need to do, but it is a damn good step in the right direction, because now I can take this Sheldonite, as we talked about a little bit ago. I can throw it in the centrifuge and get more Iridium out of it, and those are guaranteed Iridium, which is what we're going to do, because this Iridium is 48 purified, which is going to turn into 5 full dust, each dust being worth 1.25, so that's 1 1/4. So 5, 6 1/4. I've got almost 7 right here, which is just about enough. I only need like one more little piece and I'd be done. So it kind of sucks that I got one less than what I need. And I don't believe I have any more Sheldonite around here. Tin, silver, pyrite, smithonite, cassiterite, apatite, sparolite. That's not what I need. I need Sheldonite. Magnetite. Damn. And I seriously don't think we processed any yet. I need this zinc shit. So we're going to throw it in here. So it can be shredded down. Another zinc. Uranium, tin. Some more cobalt. Some more spherolite. Now, if I got 3 parts that are 0.138, that's going to be 0.4 basically. And I'm going to have a 0.5 out of here. So yeah, I'm still going to be just that little fucking bit short. Does not look like I have any iridium over here. I do need to get this shit over to the other side. Hey, Nano. I didn't even realize I didn't have gold over here yet. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and centrifuge that. Problem with this is I don't have a way of keeping that damn thing fed since I upgraded it. And I'm about out of material. So I probably should wait until I get some of this done. And I can wash some of it. Look at all that carbon. Give me that. That is going to go in to be shredded as well. Gotta have that carbon. And then the graphite as well. Sulfur, germanium. All that can go in to be shredded down. Yes, this is what used to be the GT6 lights. We changed it over to GT6 Adventure because we have more adventure-y type stuff in it now. And it's not really light anymore. Pack has gotten pretty large and pretty hard to deal with, honestly, for smaller computers and people not on a server. It can really be kind of daunting on the computer and kind of kick you in the ass when you try to run it. Alright, so that's full. Oh, there's actually Shelled Knight sitting right there that needs to process. Give me that shit. I will be quite happy indeed if I can get this out of enough for the Crucible without running it through the centrifuge, because that centrifuge is going to take a little bit, because currently I only have one set up. I need to get a second one set up. Right now I have one that does my sluice juice. I do not have one that can do ores, so I need to get a second one made that's specifically for ores. Alright, so that's getting crushed down. And we're going to cheat it a little bit. Go ahead and throw it in there. Let it get processed. Because we don't need anything but the Crucible. We don't need any molds or anything, because this is for the crystallization Crucible. There's two more. That should be enough right there. That should have done it. Come on, if you can be nice to me. Give me two more. Three more, actually. I will love you to pieces. There they are. There's the three more I wanted. Let's go cook us up some Iridium. And we are about full up on lubricant. Alright, how are we doing here? Apparently that is full. But I actually cannot use that Crucible. So let's just use this setup, because we need melting point 2719. So we need one that can go up to 2719, which would be meteoric steel. What is the mass on these? The weight is 6159. That one's 66. That's going to be less. And that's 12. So yeah, we'll be best off to use meteoric steel because it's got less mass. So So it's going to take less to heat up than if we use one of the bigger ones. Now this is going to be a slow process. Not as bad as some of the ones I've done before. I've actually done Iridium back in the day to prove it was possible with a in-bar burning box, not a dead sim bar, a regular in-bar, to where this thing literally went up 1 degree a second. Man, was that painful to watch. Alright, so Iridium is going to be 2719 is what we're looking for the melting temperature. And we can go to 2807. So no higher than 2800. Yeah, it's a website from south of the border down here where we don't say A all the time. Unlike them frostbacks up on the other side of the border. Oh, I better shut up. Fucking Twitch will think I'm being racist or some shit. I'm not quite sure how that would work, though. Being racist against white people when you're a white person, mostly. I'm also Native American, but you know. Nothing wrong with picking on Canadians, right? Well, while that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and clear out our residue. What we got in here anyways? That's not residue. That's 2 things of steel. Well, fuck you. Cook my steel, fucker. But hey, I did get almost a stack and a half of steel. Canadians are just unified race of maple syrup. Hey, I can go for that. Are you trying to say Canadians are sweet? Is that what you're getting at? Chromium and tungsten steel, while we're at, work well with those high melting point crucibles. Tungsten is a very dense material, very heavy material, so it takes up a lot of temperature, a lot of heat units to heat it up. So if at all possible, you should never use a tungsten crucible. And the only thing you ever need tungsten crucibles for is tungsten itself. And you can use tantalum to make tungsten as well. Tantalum being a little bit less dense, a little less mass. So therefore, it will take even a little bit less heat units for making the tungsten. So tantalum is a better choice than tungsten itself. Also, for most things that are not tungsten, you can actually use the niobium to do, which is, half of the weight of the tantalum, so therefore it can work in place of the tantalum. And meteoric steel is, just fine for doing iridium and some of your lower high heat things that are above the 2500 that the ceramic can use. Ceramic being the lightest crucible material, so therefore it uses up very little of the heat to heat up the crucible itself, so is ultimately the best choice of crucible if it can handle the temperature of the material that you're trying to cook. Now, chromium burning boxes, yes, those are a great choice for burning boxes. I will agree with that. Junior actually prefers dense chromium burning boxes because he's, a little on the impatient side. But yes, chromium burning boxes are a great choice. I'm still using steel and probably will for a little while. Because I'm still using ceramic crucibles for most things, and I don't need the excessive heat. But once I get into tungsten processing and actually cooking up tungsten, then I will go to either chrome or dense chrome, because that shit takes forever to cook. Especially if you don't have a really good burning box adding heat. But I may actually, I've seriously been thinking about going to more of a full electric setup this time. It's been a serious long time since I have had a electric heater crucible setup. It's been way back when Greg first added crucibles that I actually went to electric. Ever since, I've always used heat because it's more efficient, honestly, but it's also more convenient to use the electric. So it depends on what your vice is, I guess. Do you want the convenience of it'll turn on and turn off whenever you need it? Or do you want it to be super efficient and not waste any of your energy making stuff? Because when you convert from heat to electric, you lose some of your you lose 50% of your power. But battery boxes, and electric make it more convenient. Alright, what time are we getting to? It's just a little after 1. So I should be able to get this Iridium Crucible done, and then we will get out of here and go do some Kerbal. And this should be enough steel for me to work on getting that thing set up, which I'm probably going to be doing in the morning, about 8, 9 o'clock this morning. Anybody got a calculator or a good head for throwing numbers together? I want to throw some numbers at you and you tell me what the total is. See if I got enough steel left. I don't want to bring up a calculator while I'm trying to pay attention to my Iridium. Oh, and since I got, 10 of you here, make sure you go to the GT Help Bears Den GT Help Discord channel. There's a straw poll in there. In general, make sure you place a vote if you give a shit about when we do our next 12-hour YouTube appreciation, what the fuck ever you want to call it, live stream for having so many subscribers. Alright, you have a calculator. Alright, so I need to make... Somebody keep an eye on that in the corner of their eye. If it gets above 25, yell at me. Alright, so I need... Let's go to Steam first. I'm going to need one of these. So that's 45 steel. I'm going to need 2 of these, which will be 20 steel together. So 45 plus 20. And then I'm going to need 8 for the burning box. And I will need... what is that one? I think they're quintuple, so I think it's going to be 20. Let's see. This one. So it's going to be 20. Why does that say 12? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be 20. So 45, 20, 20. And then I need, back to Steam, I need the turbine, which is going to be another 40. And then the engine, which is going to be another 22. So that's what I need to know right there. Do you know if and when Greg will add bronze walls for a bronze tank? That would be great for gases and non-simple fluids. I seriously doubt he's going to. I'm going to keep bugging him as always, hoping that he will. But I seriously doubt he's going to. Thanks, Nano. Your best bet right now is galvanized steel, which I know sucks ass because it takes steel. Alright, so you said 155 and I've got 89 there. And I've got... Do I really have none over here? I got 13 there. So I do not have enough. So I'm going to have to cook up another batch. Alright, we got less than 200 to go and we'll have this done. Alright, here we go. Look at that beautiful pinkness right there. Give me that Iridium, baby. 7 Iridium plates. And there is an Iridium crucible, which I am not pulling out of here because some idiot will come by and pull the damn thing out or put the damn thing on the ground, and then we'll be screwed. For anybody that's been here for a while, you'll know what I'm talking about. We actually had said idiot do exactly that. And no, damn it, it was not me that did it. I know better. Alright. So, this is a good song that's playing. Yeah, I love this song. So anyways, that's it. I'm going to end for right now. Give me 5 minutes for YouTube to cycle the video. So they're not linked together, the stream. And I will be back with Kerbal Space Program, and we will go fuck around with some planes. Have a good one. See you in a couple minutes.